panicking. We're scrambling. This is bad. We're like, okay, great. We're super prepared for this. We did a great job collecting all of the comments. Darian, do you have them all ready to go still?
I have some of them. Just give me a second. I
You
gotta
have
line
some of them.
cameras. Fill for a while, will you?
We'll
All
take.
right. Well, yeah, we'll just fill because we have so much time. We can just fill this, no problem. I know everybody in the chat right now, the angle's different. We've changed everything, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. So welcome to episode 5 of Return Fire. A little bit late, but shit happens. It's the way things go. Schedules didn't really line up. Alex is busy having a life and stuff, and then I'm busy streaming, and Corey's busy just doing everything. So
Just playing WoW.
playing WoW. Actually, he probably hasn't played much WoW
Much
lately.
WoW, dude.
Yeah, you've been pretty
No,
busy
he
now.
loves
You've
it,
started your whole. Oh, for everyone watching this, Corey has started a. Corey, just go ahead and plug yourself real quick. The new thing you're doing.
I just started doing some coaching stuff for like Diet and stuff. I got some people I've been doing already, so I figured I'd open it up to everyone. So just semphislifts@gmail.com, and I'm pretty cheap right because when you start off, you can just charge like $1 million if you have no, you know what I mean? Like you can't be like $500 a month what some people charge if you don't really like have credentials for
Yeah.
it. Which so I'm like
Although I
honestly
will
pretty
say,
cheap.
in the fitness industry, I feel like your body is your credentials, right? They're like, does this guy know what he's doing? And you look, and you're just like fucking yoked. It's just like, okay, that guy probably knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
like-
kind of. There are some morons out there that just have good
Yeah.
genetics.
Fair enough, I
So,
guess. Fair enough. Yeah, I know. I just feel like your body's kind of like your resume
but
when in the
definitely
fitness
true.
industry.
Especially
if you-
now
if
with
you-
Instagram, people have to stay lean like all year, which is
Mhm.
like not so great for you. Like it's cool to have abs, but like you probably shouldn't be shredded 365 days of the year.
That's true. That's not good for your something. I don't actually know anything about this. I was just bullshitting. I'm just filling. Darian, are you ready to go? Yeah.
Sure, in the
Ready to
same
go?
order you sent them in is fine.
Yeah, same order I sent it. All right, perfect. So we're starting with the Discord comment then.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. We can do that. All right. So this Discord comment from one of our patrons, Dirty Money Magic Mike. What CS region do you guys think has the most distinct playstyle? Which region has the least?
I would say most distinct is a lot of the times actually Asia, because you look at their setups and they don't make any fucking sense half the time. Like that's how Tyloo was like good back in 2017. It's still how like Vici and some teams upset other teams. It's just like they'll run setups that'll be like Inferno triple site or just shit like that. Like it feels like they theory crafted and they just always are all yes men and they're just saying like let's run this, let's run this, let's run this, let's just try it. Like and then you look if you like looked at a game with no names and you just saw like a whack setup, you'd be like, yeah, it's probably an Asian team running that. Like I think that's kind of how I determine like is it distinct because of just like take the names away would I guess their region.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same thing with CIS. I feel like CIS teams have like that distinct super aggro style of CT and T side, and I feel like CIS has a pretty distinct like
I
play
think
style. Just the way
Denmark
they
is
play.
pretty distinct as well. They're very tactical on both sides. Like they don't really do anything stupid. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of just pointless aggression. If they do something, it's together. If they save, they save as a team. I don't know. I just feel like they're very like team oriented.
No, you're right. I guess yeah. By region, I don't know if he meant region as in like how he wanted
Like
us to
Europe
split it up.
versus
Yeah, that's what
China,
I
like-
that's what
Like
I thought when
minors
I
or
read it.
countries.
But either way, I mean, we can do it either way. It doesn't really matter because you are right.
Yeah.
Like Danish CS is like super consistent all the way down. They have like almost like a system of playing.
No, yeah,
throughout their
it literally
entire-
goes to their tier 3 teams are playing
Yeah,
smart.
it
Like,
does.
like a lot of times in NA, the lower you go, the dumber they get. Like Nuke, they'll just rush outside 15 rounds in a row, just like jumping on Twinkie, trying to like hit these fucking insane shots. They all just think they're nothing in 1.6 with like a backwards cap on, doing crazy shit. And then they get to a higher league and it doesn't really work, and they're kind of forced to be smarter. But in terms of like actual like countries, I do kind of think China's got it on lock with their play style, like overall.
Distinct,
do.
but
And
not
then-
in a good way.
Yeah, and then the least. I feel like the least.
I feel like it's North America.
I was about to say it's probably North America's the least
Yeah.
distinct play style because everybody's trying to everybody thinks of different things and they're trying to take all different styles, and some teams are trying to play really tactical, some teams are trying to play really loose. I feel like NA is probably the least distinct like set play style, at least currently.
And it's so default heavy, which is just like that's just Counter Strike. You know, that's just like you wouldn't when you see like Liquid default a lot of the time, unless you literally know their set plays that they're running in specific areas, you just kind of think, oh, that team's kind of aggressive.
Yeah. Okay. Next comment. So this was on the Devil Walk podcast. Ruined the entire podcast when they didn't ask, so you think he cheats for talking about Flusha.
I don't know if that's the right order, but let me see.
That's what it is in the Discord.
Is
for
it?
me.
Listen, I'll answer this question. I've talked to Devil Walk a million times. He doesn't think Flusha cheats. There's no point of asking him. He's not
Yeah.
gonna say he cheats.
That's
there's
the thing.
0 point. Like we all know that Flusha and Devil Walk are friends. They're ex-teammates. He's defended him in the past. There's no you gain nothing from asking him a pointless question.
Yeah, if you just ask him, so come on, Devil Walk. Do you think Flusha cheated, bro? Come on, come on, you can tell us, right? You can tell, come on, bro.
It's just you and me. It's just you and me.
Yeah, he's just gonna say no. There was no point in asking the question to whoever commented this. I get what you're saying. It would be awesome if you ask him, and then he goes, you know what? But that's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
I just knew his answer. I've
Yeah,
literally talked to him in
exactly.
private. I know.
Yep.
I know what he's gonna say. I guess
there
you
was-
guys don't, but it's just gonna kind of agitate him a little bit because you got to think about it from his perspective, right? For one, he doesn't think Flusha cheats. For two, even if he did have an inkling, that kind of takes away from his major win and anything that he's done in the past. So it's in
And
his
three, he's probably been asked that question 10,000 fucking times by 10,000 fucking people. He's tired of getting that question for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not taking anything away from him or anything like that, but if he goes out and says Flusha cheated, then it just makes all his achievements that he kind of backs his career on, right? Being a coach and stuff, it kind of becomes less meaningful. And I don't think that's what he's doing. I don't think he thinks, I do think he thinks Flusha is completely legit. I believe that that's what he thinks. So I don't know. Answering for him, that's just kind of.
Yeah. All right, Darian. So we'll do it like this just to make sure we got the order right. Why don't you just read us whatever the next one is, whatever you have up next.
The one from Extremes talking about Maui's mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Love
All
this
these questions are Maui focused. You're doing a lot of shit wrong.
This one's not even about me. This is
Love the show, guys. Would you mind boosting Maui's mic a bit? He's always a little lower in volume than the others and gets drowned out at times. Well, you see, it's just cause I don't even think it's necessarily because his mic is so quiet. It's just Alex is just kind of a polite guy, and if he hears other people talking, he doesn't always want to jump in and just keep going. So I think that's more of it than anything else.
It might be partly that. I don't know. Does my mic sound good today?
Yeah, no, you
it's fine.
Quiet to me. That's what
Okay.
I mean.
All right. Well, I think the first day that I got here, I didn't actually set the gain on this microphone or anything, so it was just on the default setting and maybe higher. When I'm at home, though, I'm using a Yeti, this Blue Yeti microphone, and I feel like I could boost the gain on that more for if you actually want me to, I will, I guess.
I don't think your mic volume is a problem. Honestly, you don't sound too quiet to me, anyways.
He sounds a little bit louder than normal today, which is good. We can do a little bit of testing when we have a bit more time for the next podcast.
Try just screaming.
Whenever he's back in. Yeah, you can. Also
I could just yell. I could just put it right here. If we.
No, that's much better. You keep it
yeah,
up.
just do that rest of the show that way.
Anything to please extremes.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
My biggest
fan.
Yeah. He's clearly he's looking out.
Well, I don't know. That John Smithens guy is still looking at the beauty marks, so you never know.
Yeah,
there you go. That's
all right,
for you.
Darren,
check it out.
What's the next one, Darren? Give us the next one.
The please get Daps back on for an episode, and how does Devil Walk play a pirate BR while doing a whole podcast?
Okay, well, he wasn't.
I don't think he was.
I'm assuming that's bait,
Yeah,
but he was playing it before we recorded the podcast, just in case you're not baiting for some reason, which surely this is a bait. But please get Daps.
BR?
Yeah, there is. You should ask Daps about it. Oh, yeah, you missed. Or
What's it called?
Oh.
Devil Walk. Yeah, you missed the beginning, so you didn't hear Devil Walk talk about it. That's right. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, you ask him about it. Ask him about it. He'll tell you. I'm sure he's always looking for people to play with. So.
Maelstrom? Or I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
That's it. Yeah, so anyways, please get Daps back for an episode. We'll definitely have Daps back for an episode at some point. Absolutely, we'll have Daps and FNS back at some point for an episode later down the line. Maybe not right away, not immediately, but sometime down the line, we'll definitely ask them to come back on. So you don't have to worry there.
FNS is busy winning MDL. Daps is trying to win anything, and yeah.
Is that really where the master plan went? He just wanted to win MDL, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to do it while Davey was playing just to show him.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next one. We're back on track, I think. So I think this is the right one. Cole dropped sick and kept deaf, which I'm pretty sure is because Keita is the same age and also British. Well, that might play some role in it, but as I've said before, Def and Complexity are like they're super loyal to each other. Like they're in like a long-term relationship. Def turned down a ton of offers in the past where he could have left Cole, and he's like been super loyal to them, and they sort of returned the favor. Like I was saying on the podcast, I don't think Def will get removed. Not they'll at least give
his
him.
decision.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I don't think they'll. I think he'll get time on whatever their new roster is, and then if he underperforms or if the team doesn't do well, then he might get removed like eventually. But whatever this new roster they're building is, I think he'll get time on it before they decide to remove him.
Do we think the new roster is going to be any good? Because honestly, I'm kind of underwhelmed with the first two signings that they did. I know we talked a little bit about it on the podcast, but
yeah, the problem is they couldn't get any of the players they wanted, right?
Yeah.
So,
well,
so
he
then they
flew
have
to Finland and he still couldn't get
Yeah.
Alexi, so yeah, I guess so.
So then they kind of have to go for people that they weren't necessarily their first choice. But I've said this before. Rush is a tier 1 player. He didn't play well most recently on the last C9 lineup, but regardless of that, Rush is still a tier 1 player. Blame F is a solid fragging in-game leader. He's not tier 1, but he's still a solid fragging in-game leader. He could get better. If they just add 1 or 2 more pieces, they will start to like they're already a better team than they were before. So they'll take that at this point. Just they'll slowly build their way up, even if it's 2 years from now. Jason said, as long as you get to that point, eventually, that's the goal. So this is a good start.
This Pirate BR game looks like shit. I don't know what double.
Yeah, I know it doesn't look that great, but he said it's like with friends, and any bad game can be fun with friends. The
That's
conclusion
also
we
true.
got to.
That's also
came-
true. All right, last comment. Maui Snake can't be bothered to make his bed and get those drawers closed in the background. Get it together.
Still open, I think. But to respond, I'm at a friend's place in New York. I mean, he was thankful. He was like nice enough to house me, so I'm not gonna tell him, bro, like clean up. Who looks like Get Horse in the mouth like that? Like it's just like that's just rude, you know?
Dude, clean up your room. Don't you know I'm recording a podcast?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Alex isn't at home. I'm sure when Alex is at home, he'll make his
It's looked neater in the past when I've just had like the skateboard deck behind me or like whatever I put.
True.
Like I put some stuffed Pikachu in a fucking skateboard deck. Like
Yep.
thing.
My dog is complaining he wants to go outside, so good timing for all that. At least it's over. At least that is the last comment. That is it for today. So thank you everybody for watching this episode of Return Fire Live.
What are you guys'
A little bit
thoughts on
shorter.
waterbed?
Ew.
what about
Seems like a mess.
Dude, I was just talking with my girlfriend about waterbeds, and I was like, no one has waterbeds anymore. Were they just a fad for was that like a 90s
They
fad
probably
thing?
were.
I think
They're
the
probably kind of
maintenance
like a lava lamp.
Yeah, the maintenance can get really
100%.
tricky because like the last place you want to just have a spillage is underneath where your bed.
Yeah, but think about it though. Like you're sleeping on water. Like, is that even comfortable? Like you're just kind of sloshing around. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't even seem
Honestly,
comfy.
I don't even think I've ever laid on a water bed.
I had a waterbed, but that was like not me personally, but in my house. But that was when I was like 8, you know. So like I'm 8, so like anything is awesome.
Having still standing water in a room just seems like you're asking for like mold or like.
Doesn't it continuously like pump out and pump in new water? Like, isn't it like hooked up to something, or am I dumb?
That seems like it would just make your water bill also really high. Like this is like, why am I paying?
Why am I
a monthly
connecting my
rate
bed
to sleep?
to my
Some guy on my Twitter said that he's got a heated waterbed though.
Whoa,
That sounds pretty good.
that guy
That's
is
pretty.
Not by
That is
choice though.
pretty
He just has it.
intense.
It was a hand me down, you know.
Water's just hot.
Yeah. All right. Well, that has been Return Fire episode 5. Thank you everybody for watching live. Of course, this VOD will go up on YouTube sometime tomorrow. I think we have to wait 24 hours before we can upload it. Alex has got to get going. He's busy in New York. Got tons of stuff going on. Busy guy. If anyone's in New York and you see Alex, just touch him.
Just say hi. Don't
Just
touch me.
him.
Don't fucking touch me. Just say hi. I'll shake your hand or something if you want. But
Yeah, so Thank you
Dude-
everybody for watching live. Thank
Dude's gonna be
everybody.
bumping me in the club and be like, Davey sent me. And it's like
It's true. No, it's true. I hope. Honestly, I hope that happens. Like Loki, I hope you have a story to tell tomorrow. Just be like, yeah, actually, so yeah, last night I went to the club. All right.
Peop-
Anyways, return
people did say
fire.
hi at ESL One New York to me, and I appreciate that. Also, it
From
always it's
Peaker's
always
Advantage. Like, did they recognize you from Peaker's Advantage?
yeah. Actually, Breeze
Nice.
said Peaker's Advantage, actually, of all people, and then random people at ESL One New York were usually the first thing they brought up when they talked to me was the podcast. So
Nice. Nice.
Davey's
Perfect.
gonna be going on Grinder and making a fake account with Maui, being like, "I'm really into like a rape fetish, so just come up and grab."
Oh my God.
super quick story. This is for the
Alright.
Return Fire exclusive. I was out
Alright.
with some friends the other night, and actually, like, I was just like, you know what? I haven't been getting enough affirmation lately. You guys want to set up a Grinder for me, just so that I can get a bunch of like comments, just like to boost my self esteem or whatever.
Oh,
And
no.
one of my friends made one for me, and then I woke up the next day and I got one comment from Brandon that was just like, "Hey, smiley face. This app fucking sucks." So I just
Wait, you only got one match in New York, dude. I feel
No,
like
no,
you're
okay.
guaranteed
It was probably like we went to bed at like 4 a.m. and woke up at like 8 a.m. So it was like 4 hours of a not a very hot time to probably, you
I
know,
feel like that's the hottest time.
at that out at 4 to 8 a.m. You're gonna get a lot of matches.
Yeah, on Grinder specifically. Okay, so Return Fire episode 5. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the VOD. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you want to support Peaker's Advantage, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Peaker's Advantage. Any amount you want to give helps us out a ton, no matter what it is. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for supporting the channel. Like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Comment, more comments, more stuff we have to respond to, potentially. So thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next week or this weekend if you're on the podcast. We'll see you this weekend. So yeah, perfect. See you guys later.
Bye.